Hello everybody, today is Friday the 11th of June and I am going to make two cards. I think I want to do Christmas in July, and I have a few new stamps from Purple Onion Designs. They got a new release with Holy Mabuta and it's a summer collection, but I have 4 stamps from the winter thingy which I wanted for a while, and they are here, and I have 2 ideas to make 2 cards with those stamps and some German sentiments. It's gonna be stamping, coloring, ink blending and a little embossing. Nothing interactive, just a simple flat card. Oh, no. Okay. And again, I'm with I have a YouTube setup now and a Twitch setup. The YouTube doesn't have the frames and stuff, so I don't know if you would like that. I could do that. Just trying it out. Also, I've turned this camera around, so you should see that now the right way. I don't know if it's confusing because my camera is on an angle and you see it from the front actually, so it's a bit wrong, but I hope you don't get sick. You can tell me if it's good or bad. Just be nice. Thank you. Like, those are some of the summer stamps, but I'm having those 4 stamps. They're adorable. And I will stamp them out, and then you can see them better. And I have figured out something. When I stand up and I have the camera like this, you can see my belly. I don't like my belly. So now I have a different version. I have the whole room now, if it's working. When I stand up, you see top down and the room. Here's a trick. Put it on a mouse mat. The paper you want to stamp on, then the things are better. The impressions of the stamps are better. Here I've got my card, stamping blocks, and this is not what's in there. I have Lawn Fawn Jet Black ink in here because it works with alcohol inks and watercolor. So, and if you put those, if you put the red rubber stamps onto this foam, so it's not so sticky all around, you can put some powder on it, either your embossing powder, no, the anti-static stuff, or baby powder. And this time I just reached here, and then later on I realized it's my foot powder. It was very lemony, very refreshing, and it works too. So, okay. So this is one sliding down a hill, and I want it to be, well, in Germany we say guten Rutsch, good slide, for the new year. That's what we say on New Year's Eve, and this is gonna be that one. And then I have another adorable scene with, I hope they all fit somehow, this one. And this is just the most adorable one. It's called Lucy, I think. That's why I had to have it. Look at it. It's adorable. She's making a little snow raccoon man. And I have one more. And those squirrels are just adorable. So, okay, those are the stamps I want to color. And okay, so I will get some, is that on it? I don't know. They're my Copics. I don't see that far. I need glasses, but I'm not ready yet. Okay, so I need to get some colors here. I got a fox. Maybe I can do that while sitting. Got a fox. This is a raccoon. I got some snow. Snow is just with shadows, whatever. Somebody's wearing a scarf. Raccoon, I like to use the warm grays. This is the part I don't like about coloring, is choosing the colors and getting them, and I find that annoying. Okay, that, he has a Schlitter. I like orange and cream. Schlitter is a sled or something, a plate is slithering down. And squirrels. Maybe something like this. Okay. And table protection. I don't know if I zoom that in later, if it's then still sharp and very well seeable. Okay, now I will add some music. colored. Now take a break. Then I cut it out and then ink blending and so on and so on. So I cut it out with this tiny scissors. Also I added some black gel pen on the nose and the eyes, and I didn't want to switch it on for that. And then I have decided I'm gonna go for those kind of shapes. So this is my smaller one. I have two. The first one I got was the huge one because I thought one needs the huge one, but it's, and then this fell off in the first week. And at some point I got a smaller one. That's very handy to have too. Sometimes you don't have that much space. And I even have a smaller one. You've seen that on the other video here. It's tiny. There. Whatever. Okay, so I got my base, my background, and then I'm gonna have a border, so I don't need the whole thing. Come on. Because I want to have him slide down on a hill. It's on my background. And then here, so I make a wavy border somehow. like that. Yeah, cool. And I want to have another one. I don't know how high. Or then all the way down. And have a snowy border. Those cloudy borders are kind of cool as a snowy border. So that could be nice. Like that. I don't know. Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah, like this. And then there's going to be sky ink blended, and the snowy borders just have a little blue, and this is going to be black. Okay, second one. Okay, it's going to be covered anyway, because they're going to sit on a snowy thingy. The sentiment goes, it's going to be friedliche Feiertage, cozy, peaceful holidays. It's going to be here somehow. And we got the jackhammer outside. Yeah. Those are going to be here on the edge. So this is going to be higher. So. And like this. Okay, and they have a whole border behind. This. Okay, again a wavy border in the back. Those are all lawn fawn borders. I love their die cuts, so I have a lot of them. Maybe that. Still want the sky to be visible. That's easy. Okay, so transfer. And again, a snowy border in the front. So I don't need the whole height. I can just take the wrong thing. This one. Okay, that goes there. And a smaller one. Oh, this one is better. It's not allowed to go too high. How about this? Yeah. But how high? I don't know. As low as possible. Okay, where is it on it? So here. That one here. So here we go, a nap later. Also, this camera didn't work before. I did check it on OBS and it worked, but then somehow it didn't. I had to reinitialize it. Okay, here I have the scenes. I've already showed those to you, shown them, and now I want to emboss them. And I'll start with this one. This side. I'm just gonna do that with the normal black ink and stamp it a few times and put some clear embossing powder on it. Clear gloss embossing powder. And yeah, first I arrange it. I'm gonna have it in the middle. Okay, I also need my lash again, so I can grab this lid better. I'll have to do that again. So. Okay. Then I put some powder, even though it doesn't matter that much. Just when you have this clear gloss then on the page, wherever it goes, you cannot put color on it. So I do want to ink blend it a bit. So I want it to be fine. But that's the handy thing with those, when it has a rim. I can take it off and just put it at the edge again. I have another one which doesn't have that, which would be smaller and handier, but it doesn't have that. So in that sense, it's not handy. And I stamp it a few times. Because it's normal ink and it's not that sticky, so when it dries, the embossing powder won't stick on it anymore, so that is a bit stressful. Okay. And then I like to tap it aside. I just think the powder holds on all the sides then. All the nooks and crannies. Now you can see it's kind of matte. And then I put that back. So when you blow in there, it's bad. And so cool. Let it dry. Clean them later. And the other one. Okay. Okay, we now go on with the ink blending. I got my inks out. I think I want to try cracked pistachio, salvaged patina, and maybe prize ribbon, which is not sharp. Okay, and then I have my folder here where I put my sponges onto a double-sided adhesive, and I got one folder thing for blue, green, brown. So all the things, I wrote it on the top thingy. I'll stuck it underneath. And here's my blue. So I got salvaged patina and prize ribbon. So, okay. And I store it like this, so it doesn't fall out somehow. Okay. dumps. Okay. And then I have this. I already have smudgy fingers. Okay, so I want to have a little pistachio, then a little blue and bluer. Okay. This might be too dark. Okay. Now I want to do some snowflakes. Hi, Moshi. And Tilly's here. Hey, is it funny? It's just for the camera. I ignored her before. I'm so sorry. Okay, I got some Yeti ink, and maybe that is dried out. Really? If I push it very hard. If I have the refill, I could just go for the refill. Okay, I like snowflakes to be very white. So I add this on my cube thing, add a spritz of water. Take the brush. Hope we don't wreck it. And then get off the thing. I guess they get very small if one flicks it off. Oh yeah. And then they get very small. Do you even see that? Okay, different brush. More water. Okay, now they get bigger. Okay, I'm gonna speckle a bit more, and I just wanna do the snowy borders a bit. Yeah, just I take tumbled glass for that, and I just took what's left and the sponge. Yeah, this and that. Like that. Okay, this. And now I only have to, oh, that's the wrong way. I glue it all together and then I'm done. So and normally I do more glitter speckles. Also I thought about making a glitzy border with glue and some glitter, but I can't be bothered. So I wanted to do those cards, use my new stamps, but per usual it didn't go so well. Okay, so start. I don't have anything overlapping, so I can just glue my borders on. I don't have a critter under one and over one. Otherwise one would have to pay attention where to glue it down and where not to. Yeah. Smudgy. Now I don't know if I want it, or if I want to have it a bit higher, because like flat, it's in the snow. Also, it would need a little bit more texture, but I don't have that, so put it onto centimeters. Centimeters, millimeters, 1 millimeter. What's wrong? Okay. So the squirrels are now on this layer and there, so it needs a little support on the upper squirrel, basically all of it. And squirrel is a word, as a Swiss person you cannot say that, Germans neither. It's a very, very hard word in English. And I did read Harry Potter with a Professor Quirrell. It's so hard. It just doesn't work. On the other hand, English speakers have problems with Zündholzschächtelchen. That is German for matchstick box. Or also Germans do have problems with Küchenkästli, which is kitchen cupboard in Swiss German. So when Swiss and Germans meet, the Swiss make them say Küchenkästli. Yeah, that's okay. That goes here. Now this squirrel is a bit higher than that one, but maybe it's a bit more 3D like that. So, okay. And now I don't know about the other two. That is a bit empty. It seems a bit empty. Maybe not. Maybe that's just stylish. Normally I have too much on it, or a lot, just a lot. I could have them all on here, or ebonite, so it's not that empty. Like this. I try it flat. Just don't push it down. Just the ears. Or let it stick. Okay. And this one too. Hiya. Okay. So here's one. I don't know if it's too empty on top. Normally I have a lot on it, and yeah. Okay, this is not ideal to film it like that. And here's the other one. So actually I have put them next to each other and they nearly match up. nearly a scene that goes on. Okay, now I can show you better maybe. So this fox is a bit higher. I could have had him flat, and also you see the nice shine on this Guten Rutsch. Normally I do more sparkles here, but I just wanted snowflakes this time. And sometimes it's very nice when it's just flat too, so I never know what to do with it. Okay, and the other one, you've seen the squirrels are a bit higher. Although this one is a bit higher here than all of that. And now I didn't glue down the heads, so there's a gap behind. Doesn't have any support. That's fine. So they're a bit more simple. I usually put a lot on it and like interactive cards, but that is fine. After finishing the video, I saw I did have I don't know, I ate something and suddenly I had a red stripe through here. So I tried to cover it, and I did use glitter glue to make a star first, and I didn't like it. I wiped it off and then it was all white. And now I just went over it with gel pens and made my own star, and also went over with colored pencils. So it's supposed to look like this. It fills up the card. It's just, improvised. And now I thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.